Welcome back, everyone, and yet again we are with the gorgeous Model 3 and all of my fun shenanigans. So in this video, it's something that I haven't done in quite a long time. So I used to have the Subaru, as most of you guys know that has been following the channel for a while, and I got that because it was really a great all-in-one vehicle, four-wheel drive, it could do everything. And it got me thinking, if I have this, and I have the all-wheel drive system, is it better than my Subarus? My old Subaru, now I'm going to preface this, that was a 2005, this is a 2023, technology is better. Or is it? This is all-wheel drive. Subaru is renowned for their all-wheel drive. So, I've got my rollers, just like I did back when I had my Forester, and I'm going to be testing the Tesla today to see how well it does on the slip test. So let's jump into it, let's pull it outside, and let's see how well the Tesla does slipping around. So first up, we're going to have the front tires on the rollers, and the rear is going to be pushing us off. Alright, so this one is pretty easy. I just gently hit the accelerator and it just moves off. Absolutely no wheel spin. Alright, so I just got the car onto the rear wheels now. Now we're going to see how the front wheel drive system works when both rear wheels are spinning. Now this was just a little bit harder actually getting the car onto the ramps rather than the front one. So I believe this is a mainly rear wheel drive vehicle. So that probably has something to do with it. Let's see how this goes. Same thing with this one. Just give it a little bit on the accelerator. We get a little bit of spin, but it grips right up. Here's the same test in my Subaru. Both rear wheels are on the rollers, and I'm backing up, and it comes right off, no problem. Alright, we got everything switched around. Now we have the rear left wheel on a roller and the front right wheel on a roller. So we're going to do this as a diagonal test. Let's see if the front left and the rear right are able to get us out of this situation. Alright, so this one is one that starts to get a little bit tricky. You can see that the wheels are starting to spin, and that rear right tire is the more powerful, so that one's really trying to push along with the front one, but with a little bit of medium pressure on the accelerator, I'm finally able to give it enough power to get off the ramps. Alright, so we were able to get off of that with a bit of a struggle, but I wish I would have recorded on the other side. We got a little bit of wheel spin right here. Got a little bit aggressive. I had to give it quite a bit of gas, or electricity, a little bit of acceleration to get out of that. But we were able to get through. Now we jump back to the Subaru. This is me attempting my three-wheel test. So both of the rear wheels are no traction, and I've only got one wheel in the front that does have traction. Long story short, this failed. Alright, now the final and hardest test. We are going to go one wheel on the ground. So the front two wheels are on rollers. You can kind of see it underneath the car. And the back right wheel is on a roller. So the only wheel that has grip is a rear wheel, just a single one. So let's see how well that does. So this one was actually very easy to do, just a little bit on the accelerator, and the Tesla just popped right off. And look at that, we were able to get off with the rear. Now comes the hardest one for this car, since it's a mainly rear wheel drive. Let's move it so it is just one front wheel. Alright, this one was a little bit more difficult to get the car up, but I was able to get both of the rear wheels on rollers and one of the front. So the only thing that is going to be moving this car is this front left wheel. Now this one is by far the most difficult that I've done. Now, just having that front wheel right here, you can see that the wheels start to spin. This was like very little acceleration. Then I kind of started to go medium and the car started to rock. You can see that. And then I really pushed it. And this is right now, I'm just pushing it down really, really far, almost to the floor, to try to get that power. All right, I really had to accelerate to get through that one. Bit of a bump. I forgot to put the ramps on the other side, but I was able to get through it. I really had to put my foot down almost to the floor and let the computers really figure it out. So there you go, guys. That is the winner, the Tesla Model 3. And I'm sure the all-wheel drive system is the same throughout the Tesla. So really, if you want something that has a really good all-wheel drive system, and you have the choice between a Tesla and an older Subaru, well, there's your answer. This one is the all-wheel drive king. I really would love to test this with newer Subarus, but you know what? I have no money. What do you mean you have no money? You have a Tesla. Exactly, that's why I don't have any money.